Once, in the middle of a large forest, inside a big old oak tree, a jay and a blackbird were born. They played happily together for many months and grew to be good friends. One day Blackbird said to Jay, "I have a new game for us." "What's that?" answered Jay. "An acorn hunt," Blackbird answered. "Let's see who can collect the most acorns before sunset." Jay agreed and they flew off excitedly to start hunting. At sunset, Jay and Blackbird counted their piles of acorns. "I win," said Blackbird, who had twice as many acorns as Jay. "We'll play again tomorrow and I will win," Jay replied. Blackbird noticed that Jay was a little disappointed and said, "Let's share all the acorns and have supper together." Jay thanked Blackbird and agreed. The next day at sunset, they met to count their acorns. "I win," said Blackbird, who again had twice as many acorns as Jay. Jay was angry that he had lost a second time, but he said nothing as he shared the acorn supper with Blackbird. This continued for 3 days. On the third night, Jay was so annoyed about losing that he couldn't sleep. He flew up into the top branches of the oak tree and in the moonlight noticed his friend, Squirrel. "It's not fair," Jay said to Squirrel. "I want to win our acorn game." I think I can help you," replied Squirrel. The next day, while Blackbird was off hunting, Jay stayed by the old oak tree and was very excited when Squirrel arrived with his mouth full of acorns. He emptied them all onto Jay's pile and said, "I have too many hordes of acorns cluttering up my nest, so I'm happy to bring you some every day." Jay was delighted at this news. At sunset, Blackbird returned and said, "Oh, Jay, you have 3 times as many acorns as me. This time you win. Well done." Jay was very pleased. The next day, Squirrel arrived again with more acorns, and Jay won the game again. This continued for another 3 days. On the third day, Squirrel arrived, and as he put the acorns down onto Jay's pile, he saw that Jay looked sad. "What's wrong?" asked Squirrel. "Well, it's just not much fun waiting around here all day for you to arrive," replied Jay. "And it's not exciting now I know I'm going to win every day." At sunset, when Blackbird returned, he was greeted by both Jay and Squirrel. Jay explained everything to Blackbird, and he said how sorry he was for playing the game unfairly. Blackbird smiled at Jay and said, "How funny you are, Jay." He then turned to Squirrel and said, "Will you stay for dinner?" "Yes, thank you," Squirrel replied. They all sat down together eating their acorns, and they laughed about what had happened.